Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about the symbolism in a piece I did for this show, the Chrysalis, called STAR TETRAHEDRON. And in it there's a lot of symbolism. I created this to remind myself to embody some of these sacred shapes. And today we're going to talk about the STAR TETRAHEDRON, which is one of my favorites, and we see it quite often. So to explain some of this sacred geometry, we have the flower of life, our old friend that we see everywhere in tattoos and in logos and in jewelry. And we've talked about that before in the fractal calendar piece in the show. And so that is kind of our backdrop here, the feminine circles, and then we connect them with the masculine lines. And the image that comes from that and contains so much information is called Metatron's cube. So you can see cubes in this, you can see dodecahedrons, you can of course see the STAR TETRAHEDRON. And so what this shape does is it takes two-dimensional things. We have our two-dimensional polygon, which is the triangle in this example. And it's a polygon because it has equal interior angles, equal exterior angles, equal sides, and it's the same distance to the center. So that would be your circle, your square, your octagon, your triangle, and then now we give it dimension. So 4 polygons of triangle give us a platonic solid, which is a tetrahedron. And the tetrahedron also is equal sides, equal interior angles, and the distance from all of those is the same to the center. So we have our STAR TETRAHEDRON, and the beautiful thing of this is when we combine it, we get 2 of them, we get the STAR TETRAHEDRON. So this is a beautiful shape that when you imagine them merging, one spins clockwise, one spins counterclockwise, and they create, like you can see in the figure here, with the body, the human body inside of it, a meditating person inside of it. That is what's called a Merkaba, the STAR TETRAHEDRON, that I think it literally translates to spiritual light body. It's a vehicle, a spiritual vehicle of ascension. So I've always seen it outside of me. I can kind of see it as a layer of protection, but also a blending of the yin-yang forces, the masculine and feminine, protection and total freedom within it. But I also see this happening in my mind, so in the chrysalis of my skull, where we're also blending our outward vision with our inward vision. And that's what I wanted to depict in this piece, is that in our whole being and in our vision, because I feel like when we are in alignment with that, we can truly see, we have clarity. We're not just depending on the outward experience, we're more using our inward sight. So you can see the eyes open and the connection and the energy centers aligned and that real dimensionality that happens, and then the additional visions that are going to happen for us with synchronicity in our outward experience. One of the cool things about the STAR TETRAHEDRON, or tetrahedrons, and polygons in general are the dimensionality of it when you sync it with, or when you look at it in the aspects of music. So then you get sacred geometry. So taking this a step further, you will add up the inside angles of, let's say, a tetrahedron or 2 tetrahedrons, which the angles add up to 720. And if you turn that into megahertz, that equals an F sharp. So adding up all the tones of the platonic solids gives you these harmonic chords, which are the most pleasing sounds known to man. So this is where you get a 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional thing giving us auditory information that is a frequency that makes us feel a certain way. So in this shape is all of that information, and it's astonishing to me that that we have this right at our visual fingertips, and that we can listen to it as well. So this piece I created to bring this into my life every day, to remind myself that I can create a Merkaba, that I can merge my inner and outer visions, that I can find this spiritual connection within my body, and therefore interact even more beautifully without, and see more of the synchronicity and have that compass. And it inspires me every day, and I hope it inspires you too.